SD nggak ada? Ada tadi. Temen SMA.
Jangan pakai masker dong. Nggak kenal. Iya, makanya gue bilang
Kemarin sih ini mau ini gimana Pak? Ada berapa ya?
and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to At America, the U.S. Embassy American Center, with me, Farah, as your e-guides for today. Thank you. For those of you who are new here or tuning us via online platform, At America is the U.S. Embassy's American Center, where our mission is to provide a space for young Indonesians to express, experience, and explore American culture through our diverse programs and facilities we have. And today, you're watching Her Power in STEM, Advancing Sustainability for Future. But before we start the talk, ladies and gentlemen, let us hear the opening remarks from the Director from Office of Economic Growth and Education, USAID Indonesia. Everyone, please welcome Mr. Farhad Gausi.
Selamat siang. So who's here? Is BINUS? Where's BINUS? Where? I don't hear BINUS. BINUS, apa kabar? Baik. Okay. How about Untirta? Untirta. Yes. Two plus. Apa kabar? They're doing much better. Okay, I think we have UNJ. Apa kabar? All right. And now Win Jakarta. Hi, how are you? Apa kabar? Welcome. And then I think we have a lot of people joining online, including UE and others. So welcome everyone to Heroes. This is a competition. Thank you. Welcome. It's a competition that epitomizes the spirit of empowerment and innovation for women in the STEM fields. So I want to thank our sponsors here. We have USAID's Higher Education Partnership Initiative and Dow. Dow, if you know, in the United States is a very well-known company. And they're the company that provides the chemistry of hope. That's their tagline, yes. And together, we're trying to help empower women in the STEM fields. So all of you, or many of you, are here to start to participate in this competition. And so I'm excited that you're here. And I really hope that each of you you're starting down a path that'll help reshape our future, the future of Indonesia, the future of the world through science, technology, engineering, mathematics. So if you look at the world today, there's so many issues. There's climate change, there are health issues, and the world is looking for sustainable solutions. And this is your role. This is your part. You are the future problem solvers. You are the change makers that will make the difference in the world. And the STEM fields are very important to make those changes. But unfortunately, women have not always been involved enough in the STEM fields. And so we want to bring you in and bring in more people to bring in unique perspectives and different, to be more inclusive and add to the diversity of the STEM fields. And this is part of what USAID is trying to do broader here in Indonesia. So we work in programs in health, education, environment, economic growth, and governance. And the United States has been here in Indonesia for the last 75 years. This year, we're celebrating our 75th anniversary of our bilateral relationship with Indonesia. And it's a moment for Indonesia and the United States to reaffirm our values in this partnership, and the values of diversity, democracy, and prosperity. And together we want to promote a world where diversity is celebrated, where democracy is upheld, and prosperity is shared by everyone. And USAID's Higher Education Partnership Initiative shares this commitment by nurturing talent in sectors where women have been underrepresented. And through strategic partnerships with companies like Dow, we aim to foster an environment where diversity in STEM isn't just encouraged, but it's also celebrated. And I was talking to my wife last night, and she was telling me that there's so much research out there that shows that gender diversity in science not only correlates with it correlates with better economic performance. And so when you think about it, empowering women in the STEM fields isn't just the right thing to do, but it's a strategic imperative. It'll have long-lasting impact. So as you engage in this competition, remember, it's not just striving to win, but it's also about seizing the opportunities for growth. You should collaborate, take risks, and be bold. You will face challenges, but never doubt your place in this journey. You belong here and the world awaits you, and you have the innovations that will change this world. So thank you for your passion. Thank you for your dedication. Let's get started here, and I hope that this is a memorable and transformative experience for everyone. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much to Mr. Farhad Gausi for the opening remarks given. And moving on to the next agenda, we will hear another opening remarks from the President Director of Dow Indonesia. Everyone, please welcome Mr. Rizwan Sipayung.
Thank you, Mbak Farah. Selamat siang semuanya. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we will launch our program, Heroes, which is her on engineering program and innovation in Indonesia, working together among Dow, Indonesia, as well as USAID and HEPI program in Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and esteemed colleagues, our distinguished guest today, Bapak Farhad Gausi, Deputy Director of USAID Indonesia, Bapak Abdul Rahman, the Director of USAID HEPI for Indonesia, and Ibu Wafa Daher, Director Global Operations and Engineering of Boeing Company, and Dr. Rinda Hedwig Eskom, MT, Research Interest Group Leader, Research Technology Transfer, BINUS, from BINUS University, Dean, lecturers, and of course students from many different university. Tadi saya dengar ada dari Tirtayasa juga, kebetulan Serang dan Cilegon adalah kampung kedua saya, ya Pak Ferry ya. Pabrik kita ada di Cilegon. Jadi buat teman-teman khusus yang dari Tirtayasa, selamat datang di Jakarta. Good afternoon. It is my honor to welcome all of our guests today to launch the Dow Heroes, or we call her on engineering science and innovations. Women have been contributing to the engineering for centuries, yet their accomplishments sometimes remain unnoticed or unrecognized. According to UNESCO, only 28% of engineering graduates worldwide are women, with significant gender gaps in various regions and disciplines. From pioneering research to innovative solutions addressing global challenges, women have consistently pushed the boundaries of what is possible. For example, Ada Lovelace, acknowledged as the world's first computer programmer in the world, collaborated with Charles Babbage, on his analytical engine in the midst of 1800s. Since then, accomplished female engineers have excelled in industries such as aerospace, biomedical engineering, as well as renewable energy. One of the most renowned female in scientists, Marie Curie, a physicist and also a chemist, became the first woman to receive the Nobel Prize with her husband, Pierre Curie. She discovered the elements of polonium and radium. Even until today, Marie Curie is still the woman that received the Nobel Prize in two measures, which is physicist and chemist. Dow's program in Indonesia exemplify the initiative that support women in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. This include the HEROES, her own engineering science of innovation, which encourage the students to design solutions for community issues related to the waste management, women empowerment, and sustainability. Additionally, Dow Indonesia support the motor activity training program in collaboration with Special Olympics Indonesia, preparing athletes with intellectual and physical disabilities for sport-specific activities. These programs offers hands-on experience, mentorship resources, fostering new generations of female scientists engineers. Such efforts are essential in closing the gender gap, ensuring equal opportunities for success in this field. Dow is dedicated advancing the STEM fields, especially chemistry, engineering, and manufacturing. To support the robust global STEM pipeline and diverse qualified talent, our commitment to building the workforce tomorrow is rooted in the belief that the economic, societal value, and employed productive, diverse workforce, and the health individuals, communities in the world. As we gather here today, let us celebrate achievement of the women in the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Recognize the challenges they have overcome, and commit to creating an environment where women can flourish. Together, we can build the future where gender equality in STEM is not merely aspirations, but also a reality. Thank you all for being here and for your continued support in championing women in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Let us look forward to another year of groundbreaking discoveries and innovation led by the brilliant women in our community. Thank you very much and have a great day ahead.
Thank you so much to Mr. Rizwan Sipayung for the opening remarks given. Before we continue to the next agenda, I would like to say hi to our fellow students here. We have from Universitas Negeri Jakarta. Also, we have from Universitas Islam Negeri Syarif Hidayatullah. From Universitas Sultan Ageng Tirtayasa. From Universitas Esa Unggul. And last but not least, we do have our friends from BINUS University. Yes, I love the spirit, everyone. And now let us continue to our main agenda for today. And I would like to invite our moderator for today. She's a lecturer of BEC from BINUS University. Everyone, please welcome Chairani Putri Pratiwi.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Okay, so today we have a good talk show. Then I would like to invite directly it's Mr. Ferry Ferdian. Please come to the stage. Then I would like to invite Miss Yena Sari Margono. Please come to the stage, and also Miss Wafa Daher. and Miss Rina Suryani. Please have a seat. So we have amazing speaker in front of us. Then we will talk about her power in STEAM advancing sustainability for the future. Then for make it short, maybe I would like to invite Mr. Ferry as the Cilegon Plant Manager PT Rohm and Haas Indonesia, Dow Indonesia, to give a discussion or insight for the fellow student about your expertise, please.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon. Let's start with the hours manufacturing dough in the world. We have the ones manufacturing in Cilegon site. This is just 5 minutes from Fakultas Teknik Universitas Sritayasa. Even though we have the small site, but in the world we have the 104 manufacturing in 31 countries in the world. So it means you can imagine that we need in the future the talent to fill the hours manufacturing with the great people that understand relating to one innovation. Second is relating to the customer centric, and then third is safe and sustainability. Yeah, and then if we talk relating to the sustainability, okay, this is not only needed by the company, but also the country itself, like the Indonesia. So we need to prepare together, not only the industry, but also the university. Yeah, because industry can get source just from the university. You are the next talent to the manufacturing, right? And then if we talk relating to the sustainability in the future, we can focusing the woman in STEM. Yeah. Fariswan and then others already talk relating to the women. Though have the target relating to the woman in the leadership is 50%. In the leadership, you can imagine. Yeah. In the leadership, you can imagine how in the manufacturing, how in the other business, right? Okay, let the others can talk relating to the woman. And then second one is relating to the transform the waste. Yeah, this is important. Yeah, if you talk manufacturing, we have the waste, right? We start from the reducing the waste, transform the waste to become waste is friendly, can be reused, can be recycled. We can say that the zero waste disposal. Okay, and then another important thing is relating to the decarbonization. This is important. Yeah, when we talk the decarbonization, it will be go to the hours energy source. The second one is relating to the raw materials. Okay, so let you prepare this challenging to become the hours talent in the manufacturing, to all together facing with this situation, and then we solve together also. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ferry, for your experience how to transform about the zero waste issue. So maybe I would like to invite Ms. Yena to present about your expertise and then your experience. So Ms. Yena is a marketing manager Southeast Asia from PT Dow Coating Materials. So please, the time it's yours.
Yeah, so thank you. I will share about my experience in Dow, and then indeed in the STEM field, the male-dominated still in this kind of industry, right? And then as Pak Ferry mentioned, that is still limited because of the stereotypes, the negative stereotype of women. Then it is more difficult for women to be a leader in this STEM field, right? Not only just like regular or but a leader. So woman leader is pretty challenging for women. So one of the reason is because of the stereotype. But I just would like to share that during the first, I've been long in Dow. I've been more than 20 years with Dow. So in the first decade of my career, so I need to balance my time for family and for work because I still have young children, right? And then at that time, I need to visit customer and then go to the factory, do some production trial at the customer site, and then do some if there is some problem at the production, I also need to help to the customer to solve the problem and so on. And when I need to go to the customer for production trial, it will not, one day will not be enough, right? Production trial, you're close to the machine, so you expect it will be days. So I need to be away from my family for days. And then somehow, kids choose to be sick when the mom is not around. I don't know why, but it's what's happening to me, at least, right? So I was thinking, there's a lot of things in my mind, a battlefield in my mind. So I'm saying that, am I a good mother? Because I'm not there when my kids are sick, right? Or am I a good employee? Because sometimes I need to take care of my children and then not able to focus for some time for my job. So, but actually I just want to share to you that a woman can be a good mother and can be a good employee at the same time, okay? And then I just would like to give you an evidence. So can you share the first slide? Oh, okay, so this one. So you can see I'm the only woman over there. It's because in 2011, the male still very dominated, right? So the one who holding the reward are the recipient of the reward. Two gentlemen are our leaders over there, also male. And then you can see probably over there, my cheek is a little bit chubby. It's because I just delivered my baby. So you see, in 2011, I delivered my second baby, yet I able to get this Pinnacle Award. This Pinnacle Award is actually the highest award in Dow, who is excel in the delivering an excellent result to the company, right? So yeah, so that's my experience. And with this program of Heroes of Innovation, I really hope that it can help the students like you all to demonstrate strategic thinking, creativity, innovative and sustainable problem solvings, which critical to achieve outstanding performance. So when you have outstanding performance, then you will have opportunity to become leaders, right? Yeah.
Okay, so we so really amazed with your experience as a mom and as the best employee in your company. And I also relate with what you tell to us about how to be balanced about take care of the kids and also about your job. So yeah, maybe I'll just directly maybe go to the Miss Wafa Daher as the Director of Global Operation and Engineering Boeing. So could you explore and explain about your experience, and same like my Miss Yena told about the gender gap, how you can success with your experience in the male-dominated sector. So now it's your time, Miss, to share your experience.
So I am so thrilled and inspired to see how many people are in sciences and how many women are here attending this event. And hopefully I will leave you with a few elements that can help you stay positive, stay focused, and don't give up if you see any roadblocks. I started Boeing in 1991, and I was qualifying actually materials for Boeing, and I did work with Dow Chemical at the time. I was one engineer in our group, one engineer out of 20 people in the group, no other females. I worked as an engineer for 5 years, and then I went into management. And even as an engineer, I face some stereotypes where if we have an executive leader coming into the group, I was treated as the administrator or my boss's secretary. Hey, can you schedule this? And so I started thinking, well, how come I'm not treated as an engineer? They're not asking me about my technical knowledge, my design of experiments. So what do I have to do? First, I could, first take it personally and just say, I don't fit in, I'm gonna give up. Don't give up. Continue to persevere. Find mentors, find supporters, and they don't all have to be females. They can be, my biggest supporters were actually my male bosses. But I had the trust and the perseverance to go and say, I don't feel like I'm being recognized, so maybe can you introduce me as an engineer when some of these people come over and kind of shift the energy so that it's not go get me coffee or, I mean, this is in the US, right? This is a US company in the 1990s where women were still perceived as administrators. Nothing wrong with being an administrator, but still the stereotype is he engineer, she office administrator. So then I also, going through the journey, I realized that I love connecting the dots, looking at the strategy, and also my male counterparts would say when we had to present the project, I would get the bus funding even though maybe my project was not the best project. It was because I had the female aspect of connecting, communicating, and focusing on the elements when I'm trying to get funding, that it's not just the technical stuff, because that could drill into maybe getting too boring. You have to elevate it a little bit and explain why this project is important. And so then they said, we'll do your design of experiments. Can you present to us? And I thought, well, what could be my next step? So my next step was, do I want to go into management and also help the voices that are traditionally not heard, also help women go into sciences, help their voices be heard, attract and retain so that we have a diverse workforce, because the best teams I've ever worked with are the teams that are diverse. Diversity in culture, diversity in gender, diversity in experience. So diversity is what brings us to the next level. So that really helped me. So I was like maybe even one of the very few people that within 5 years at Boeing, I became a manager. And I went through the process, and what also helped me is something what I called is career architecture. So I went into management at first, and there was so many things that I'm like, how do I fit in? How do I express myself? There were comments, oh, she's just being emotional. Oh, he's just being a go-getter. Same exact comment, right? The guy is a go-getter, the girl is being emotional. So then I don't want to be a male, but I want to be able to be authentically me and communicate without sounding like I'm whining. So then I started looking at what are some of the characteristics or attributes of some of our leaders that are well respected, and adopting some of those and communicating with them. And then seeing, well, okay, I started working with airline customers and I said, that's my passion. It has a little bit of people, it has a little bit of customer, it has a little bit of technical. I went and started meeting with people that had that job, and that's what I encourage all of you to do. If you're in university right now and you're not quite sure, I have a mathematics degree or I'm studying engineering, what do you see yourself doing? Come to these events, network. I'll give you my business card if you want to have coffee with me and talk a little bit so that you can foresee, okay, I want to do this type of job. Network with the people that do that job and see, is that, do a job shadowing. I want to shadow you for the day. See what people in our position, what do they do on a daily basis? And then think, do I want to have a job like that? Because you can be in sciences as a scientist, you can be as a scientist, as a sales engineer, you can be into management like me and move up the chain to go into, leading larger organizations. So just stay positive, don't give up, find mentors, shadow, attend these events, and keep up the great work.
Okay,
Thank you.
give big applause for Miss Wafa. Actually, it's back to our mindset. No limit for our limitation. Okay, thank you, Miss Wafa. So next, I would like to invite Miss Rina Suryani, Corporate Social Responsibility Leader for IBM Indonesia. So now it's your time to share your experience, please, ma'am.
Thank you so much for the time. I think the two ladies before me is literally the seniors for me, and they've shown great experience in their own time, I think. And well, I'm working for IT industry, but not only that, it's a male-dominated working place in the IT industry. I don't have a background in IT. So if you think that I have a background in IT, no, I don't have a background in IT. So I started my career as a communication specialist in IBM, and I built up there. And thankfully, IBM is giving us an opportunity to study, to learn during our working time. So we do have this platform called Skills Build, where we can actually get something. And today, I've completed a few badges, including data science. I'm currently learning Python, so there is no stopping you, whatever background you have. If you're keen on learning, you're keen on studying, I think there is always a door opening for the career in the future in wherever industry that could be leading. So I think, yes, the struggle is there, but IBM believe in women's leaders. So before the current CEO, Arvind Krishna, actually we have Ginny Rometty manning the IBM globally for about 5-7 years. And we do have our own Indonesian president director, sometimes around 2000, Ibu Betty Ali Shahbana, maybe some of you have heard before. And we do have Ibu Megawati as well to actually lead IBM in Indonesia for a year in 2018. So there is no stopping for women to lead. There is no stopping for non-IT to keep on learning. So don't stop. I mean, just keep doing what you think. Like Wafa said, I mean, like, you go for your big, I mean, what do you want to be in the future? So just pursue. And I agree with whatever my predecessor speakers have said. Networking is the key. So I think in everything we do, keep our network close and get connected through LinkedIn. Now is the best place, I think.
Okay, thank you, Miss Rina. So please give a big applause to our fourth speaker. So we still want to hear more from you, but because of the time, maybe we will open for the Q&A session. So I would like to invite some of the fellow students. Maybe can you raise your hand so the staff will help you to give the mic? Okay, how many people maybe we can invite? 3 first? One by one. Okay, yeah, okay. So from where side?
I inspired you guys over there to ask us some difficult questions.
Yeah,
so
you can ask. You can ask not only in English, in Bahasa is also okay. Okay. So please from this side. Okay, yeah. So from the back first. So please mention your name, then to whom the question will be delivered, please.
For sure. Hi, testing. Oh, my name is Felice, and I'm a student at Columbia University. I wanted to ask a question for everyone within the panel. So, Women in STEM, the campaign globally has been going on for a couple of years. I'm not sure specifically when it started, but it has been going on for quite a while. So my question to you all would be, how has it actually improved? Like, how much has it improved? And where are we at right now? And how can we keep it actually sustainable? Because I think, like, with the theme of the topic today is about sustainability. So I'm wondering, like, how do we keep it sustainable, or where would be our end goal with this campaign? That's there isn't specifically like a campaign, but it's something that a lot of companies are doing right now. So the question is, how has it improved? Like, how much has it improved? And also, how do we keep it sustainable? And what's our end goal? Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I would like to invite who's gonna be the first respond for about the question sustainability. Okay, please, Miss Yena. Okay.
I can start. You were asking about, it is true that in the in the recent years, there are a lot of improvement of the participation of women in the STEM field. Probably, can you help me to show the second and the third slide as well? So you see here, is this in 2015? I'm still the only lady over there among this experienced seller. The other lady at the right corner is the one who helped us on the accommodation and so on. So I'm still the one over there on the in entire Asia Pacific. They invite all the experienced seller last time. And then can you move to the next slide, please? Okay. And then this one, you see, 2018, our Asia Pacific product and marketing team. So we have more lady faces over there. So we have 4 ladies over there. And then this is just last year in our Shanghai lab. The bottom one is in the middle is our customer, but then the rest are our technical and R&D team. So indeed, there are a lot of improvement on the participation of women in STEM in the recent years, but we are still lacking, especially in the leadership. Even up to today, as Pak Ferry mentioned, we have target of 50%. In Dow, at this year, it is we able to achieve close to 30%. So we are still have a long journey. So the journey will be long, but then the company is supporting the woman as well. So we have the employee resource group called WIN, Women Inclusion Network, which help the women in Dow to have mentors, just like what Ibu Wafa said. Mentors and networking, very important. That's why we have WIN in Dow. So we able to network, we able to have mentor from our senior leadership, which is really help the women to excel in their performance, right? And then and so many different fields, like myself, I start from sales, but as a sales in the STEM field, as I mentioned earlier, we still need to go to the factory, we need to go to the production trials and so on. So it's not just kind of like, talking on the commercial part alone, but also talking about technical, talking about technology and so on. And now I moved to marketing. I work very closely with our technical and R&D to develop new products. New products now is the product which is sustainable, right? So that's why woman perspective, inclusion is very important. So many different perspectives from men, from women, from different region and so on. So we able to build a good or able to meet the requirement from the customers. So yeah, so that's one important.
Okay. Thank you. Maybe Ms. Wafa, you want to add?
Sure. Just a few elements, which is, attracting women in sciences and in engineering to work for Boeing has been a little bit of a challenge, but we've come a long way. Are we where we would like to be? Not yet. And it starts with having more skilled women that apply for jobs or come in and do a summer internship and then learn a little bit more. We deliberately also, when we go and recruit, we also take a look at the balance of how many people are skilled for this specific position, and do we have the appropriate makeup, whether it's years of experience and a main focus on gender. And we are also helping a lot of our female leaders with the work-life balance, because in the past, if there are any specific pressures at work, knowing that no matter how hard we try to work with certain, families to say, okay, well, the woman comes to work and then she still has to go home and has the primary responsibility for childcare and running the household. So how do I, as a leader, lean into my female employees, encourage them to say, go into a leadership role. I will support you, because I know that you're going to have a little bit more demand on your time with the cultural expectations. And I'm not talking about culture in Southeast Asia. I promise you that perception is still in the US, that there is, the woman goes to work and she still has to go home and do the predominant, run the household, take care of the kids. The husband, we're very blessed that men are moving in the direction of being great partners, but we're still not there. So that is, we're moving in that direction. I don't know the facts of how much have we improved in the last 2 years. I didn't do the statistic. It's moving, but the needle is moving, but we're not at our goal yet.
Okay, please, Pak Ferry.
Yeah, maybe I can add some relating to the how you have the worry relating to the woman when go to the manufacturing, right? I am as the hiring manager. There is some requirement when hiring the engineers. The first, cannot show the genders in the list for the panel interviewer. Yeah, even though in Indonesia it's clear in the name between the female and male is different, right? But anyway, this is the hiring manager need to be delete the genders in the list. And then second one is relating the interviewers. The interviewers need to have the balance with the female to compensate when the interviewing in the process, right? I have experienced the 2 times the hirings, the engineer in the female, the one for the quality and then second one for the run plan engineers. Don't worry, letting the skill, competency, no different with the male. The difference is when go to the field, for example, need to have the check confined space in the tank, okay? And then when the female want to go to the enter the tank, and then, the male is worried because, female go to the inside the tank, right? But don't worry, this is happen. And the same thing, yeah? And then another thing, skill, competency, and then I agree that female communication is better than male. Is agree? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, especially when go to the field, the operator, etc. They can engage, right? And then more soft in talk. Yeah,
For
this is
the
the my
approach,
sharing.
yeah.
Right, thank you.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Mr. Ferry. And then maybe from Miss Rina, please. Maybe
Yeah,
you
I
can,
think for IBM itself, I mean, sustainability is already in part of our, we focus on education at the moment for our CSR program, and we have this course called the Fundamental of Sustainability and Technology. So we encourage every student to actually take that piece of course for them to sustain. But like any other company, IBM basically we already adopt flexibility working environment long before the COVID. We always leave our women working. They can always work from home. And we even have a researcher who actually come to work like once a week only, just to do a certain part, and most of the part they do it at home. We do have that kind of, and there were times when the patent is mostly are earned by women as well in IBM. So we believe in this kind of thing, and we want it to be encouraged. I mean, in the past we have 33% leadership in Indonesia, who are actually women, and we want to make that happen again.
Okay, so I can conclude maybe for this question, the flexibility and the support from our working place, it's some of the key success for the woman, so there is no gap. So maybe we still have another question. I would like to invite for the next question, maybe from in the front of the stage. Can you help for the mic? This side? Yeah, okay. Okay, please mention your name and to whom maybe the question will be dealt with. Yeah, please.
My name is Evelyn for BINUS University. I have 2 questions. First, what do you see for a woman leader to rise? What is needed to be a woman leader in STEM and non-STEM industry, according to your opinion? And my second question is for Ms. Yena. Listening to your dilemma being a career woman versus a full-time mother, can you relate what is the tips how women in general can achieve outstanding performance in all times?
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Please give big applause for actually that question, also my question, Ms. Yena. Maybe we can start from you. to share
On the
how
second question?
The second question, yeah. Please share the tips and trick, yeah.
The tips is, I think, quite similar with Dow and quite similar with IBM. In Dow, we also have some flexibility even before COVID, right? And then we able to do the work anywhere, right? In the customer factory, in the cafe, at home, at the office, we can do anywhere, right? And then the company giving us the facility, our laptop, for example, or our communication tools to do it, right? So the support coming from the company, but also the support coming from the supervisor and the support coming from the family, right? So I manage my time with my husband whenever I need to go out of town. Then he needs to be the one who ensure that the kids should be good at home, right? So giving that assurance so I can work more with more comfort, right? But then you just need to be consistent in your work, right? So you cannot just be good for 1 year, for 2 years, okay? It's not good enough. When I joined the company, I still remember our country manager is the one who mentioned this to me. You need to work good consistently. So it means that at any condition you have, you need to keep showing your good performance, right? Regardless you have issue at home, you need to have supporting function which is working at home. Not only have the supporting function at home but not working, right? It should be, so we need to support each other. So man is actually our true allies at home and also at the work. So just remember that man is actually our true allies. Yeah.
Man, yeah, okay. So for the first question, maybe from Miss Wafa, for the woman leader needed for a sustainability situation.
Okay.
So,
like some of the skills that would help you get into your next steps. One is work hard, know your strength, network, communicate, not forcefully and not passively. Like, don't wait for somebody to recognize that you have an issue. Be assertive. So somewhere in between aggressive and passive, be assertive. And another piece that I want to leave you with is that women in general, I've been in management for more than 27 years. Women don't negotiate. They don't negotiate their salary. They don't negotiate moving into a higher role. I will actually give you an explicit example where I gave 2 people offers. The guy kept negotiating and negotiating. And I don't want to go against my company and say, well, you're not negotiating. I just said, well, you've been a lead. You have a lot of projects. Are you sure that this salary is acceptable to you? Because you can ask for more. No, I'm fine. And I'm like, okay, so that's another thing. Know your strength, know what you want, speak up, and practice your speaking up. So if you're interested in something and you don't know, okay, if I go this far, is it going to be too aggressive, or nobody's listening to me? So try to find that balance so that you are able to promote yourself. You're able to communicate what the strengths and the value that you bring. And also, if you go into a position you don't like it, don't give up, stay with it, and find an opportunity to use it as a stepping stone to something else that is very valuable for you.
okay, so it means that you know your strength and weakness, so at least you have the standard. Yeah, okay. So maybe I will invite another question. Yeah, please. From our side.
Hello, thank you for the opportunity. First of all, I want to thank you for the amazing insights that you have shared today. My name is Kiara Zahra, and right now I am a high school student majoring in computer and network engineering. And if I go to college, I actually want to major in aerospace engineering. And my question is for every speaker in the panel as well. And first of all, I want to apply for a scholarship program, and the scholarship is for young generations of girls who want to pursue a career or higher education in the STEM field. And when we come back from the US, as the program ends, they will ask us to make a project that can bring positive impact to our community, and the project must be related to STEM and sustainability. So do you have any advice for engineering students aiming to create a sustainable solution for their projects while also advancing women's empowerment through sustainability initiatives? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, advice for the hot issue in STEM. Okay, please maybe from Pak Ferry or Ibu Rina. Which, yeah, please Ibu.
Well, I think I might suggest you to start exploring skills build, perhaps. Our open platform, they mostly skillsbuild.org, IBM skillsbuild.org. It offers you a numerous course that you can. It always accompany you to whatever next step that you are aiming for. So they do have the basic from the data science, machine learning, and stuff like that. So start from here, start from there, and find out what you want in the next future. I mean, aim hard, have a growth mindset.
Have a growth mindset. Okay, thank you, Pak Ferry. Maybe you want to give a response, please, Bapak.
Yeah, when you back to Indonesia, right? The sustainability is one important thing in the world, but have the good opportunity in Indonesia. Yeah, start with the data, right? And then, yeah, start from, for example, in student, high school or the university, the understanding of the sustainability. Yeah, for example, the plastic, the energy, and then you can explore more in here. Okay.
Okay, so Pak Ferry give advice data and do more research so you can maybe find your passion. At least you can know what is the future of the STEM for your project proposal. Okay, so maybe another one. Is there any fellow student who would like to? Oh yeah, please, from over there, please, the committee. I think the question mostly from the female student. So it's also open for the male student. Okay, please.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zanani Abida from University of Jakarta.
I cannot hear your voice. Can you louder?
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zanani Abida from University of Jakarta. I would like to address this question to Ms. Wafa. Like how you deal with the over-sexualization in STEM, because I still see a lot of women who go to STEM and ended up putting aside the knowledge that they learn. As member of a site, most women become secretaries or personal assistant even though they are basically learning the same things as men in the STEM environment. I mean in a technical ways, like how to get the same job position with the men in the STEM fields. Thank you.
Okay, so Ms. Wafa, yeah.
Can you summarize the question?
Summarize is like how you can give like more opportunity, not about the technical or the administrative, but more opportunity for you to career that become like a leader or the higher position.
Oh, okay. I guess if somebody is interested into going into leadership, whether it is in science or in admin, so for Boeing we have business operations and finance that are very, very strong, and they run the whole company. And we have people that with business degrees, finance degrees that go into those careers, and they're very strong female leaders in those areas. So it doesn't have to be only in sciences. There are a lot of opportunities. So know what you're interested in. And also, like for Boeing, we also pay for master's degree and continuing education. So you can go in as with a business degree, but most of the Boeing, You know, the going in position where we have a lot more jobs is for engineers and scientists. But we also have a sector that I mentioned in finance and business operations that is business-based. And I'm not sure I'm capturing the question exactly. But I think to go into leadership, make sure that you make it known once you go into a company, say, I'm interested in leadership, find mentors, put it on your development plan to say, I would like to go into leadership. What are some of the skills and attributes required to go into the next step? Do I need to get an MBA? Do I need to have more experience? Lead projects. Show your leadership by noticing that something needs somebody to gather around, define what the problem is, say, here's a potential solution. I collected feedback from the whole team. Here's the situation, here's the target, and I have 3 proposals. So showing your leadership by stepping in and taking the initiative to be a leader without even having the title of a leader will showcase your capability.
Yeah, maybe I can add. 3 years back, my boss is the female. It's a regional one, even though it's younger than me. Okay? And then I interest why it's become the leader. And then I ask, can you share me the bio? Bio is like the curriculum vitae or something like that. And then, okay, 2 years just start engineering in the Thailand, and then have good opportunity in the US, and back go to the China, and various role. Not only the engineering, HNS. This is I think the company is giving the opportunity to all female and the male the same in terms of the growth. Yeah. And especially the Dow have the 104 manufacturing. It will be easy if there's a vacant in the US, it just apply in the US, and then you can see good. I said the mentorings, like when you have the target of the leader, and you need to have what is the gaps to become the leaders, and then you fill one by one until you get the target. This is just sharing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pak Ferry. So maybe to continue that question, how maybe sometimes the situation or the atmosphere cannot control by us, even we know the tips and or the strategy. So if our mentor or our colleague is not support for the female opportunities, so is there any suggestion what we have to face or what our initiative? At least we not continue at that situation. Okay, maybe from Ibu Rina or.
For me, I think find your way.
Don't
give up.
Okay, don't give up. Okay.
I think don't give up and don't stuck into one situation where you think you cannot grow.
Yeah.
Because I think most of the US company is like a matrix organization.
Yeah.
So you can always find your mentor from across the
because
division.
The issue in Gen Z maybe sometimes like the comfort zone. That's become the issue how they have to tackle or pursue for the next future. So at least maybe they have to out from the comfort zone. It means that you say it like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean out from your comfort zone. I mean if you are stuck, it doesn't mean that your life is end there. You know, it's like you can find your way.
Okay.
There is always a way.
Find your way. Okay. Any else? Yeah. Any else? Okay. So yeah, just choose. Okay. Maybe from the back. There is no male student want to ask, maybe? At least one before we have a close session. Yeah, please.
Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity. Let me introduce myself. My name is Mela. I'm from Tirtayasa University. First of all, I want to ask, have you ever felt excluded when leading a project? Because working in dominated by men, what's your first feeling and what did you do to prove that you can lead that project? Maybe that's enough. Thank you.
The feeling at the first time when you lead some of the project.
And how you prove it.
And how you prove it, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I can share maybe an example, which is in my first 5 years in engineering, a lot of the projects went to, one, the people that were in the organization longer than me, and they were all guys. And two, when an opportunity arose, people had the, oh, so-and-so is known for this, so-and-so is known for that. So people didn't really know what value I bring. And so one of the things that helped me is volunteering and saying, okay, so they gave Chris that project, but I have an engineering degree in materials and composites, and I know that I can help him. So volunteering and going, not officially, but saying, hey, you know, if you need a backup or you're out of the office or you have some to run experiments overnight, I would be willing to help you and take some of that workload. So that helped me. Another example would be when they gave a project that I personally felt should have been given to me. And then what did I do to say, well, you know, that's not fair. How come you gave it to him? I'm more knowledgeable or I have more accolades. I should be given that project. So instead of being the victim, just going and asking the question, say, hey, I noticed that this project was given to so-and-so. I'd like to put my name in the hat so that next time you can also consider me and let me tell you why. And one time, actually, my boss said, actually, I totally overlooked you because I didn't know all of the things that you just shared with me. So, so don't take it as how come you didn't take me, but just go in and say, I'm curious, I'd like to volunteer. And then it opens the eyes without putting the manager or the leader that made the decision that they made. Sometimes they'll recognize it and sometimes they don't, so don't give up. Just keep trying.
Yeah.
Please, Miss Yena.
Just speak up. I think Ibu Wafa also already mentioned previously, right? Speak up. And then one thing I would like to add also is don't be shy to ask. So what is the most negative things about asking? You just get rejection, right? And then it's okay to get rejection, but you already asked, right? Because if you don't ask, you don't even get rejection. I mean, and then people don't know what is in your thought, in your mind. So, so speak up. Yeah.
Speak up. Maybe Purina, you want to add?
I think just adding, I mean, like, get your answer.
Get your answer.
Yeah, I mean, like, speak up. Some people, they just tend to be like, okay, it's not you, then we just keep quiet. It's not the time for that. I mean, if you want to know the answer, you find out, you ask questions.
So not waiting. Yeah, okay, for a long time. Pak Ferry, maybe for the last. Yeah.
Speak up, exposure.
Speak up,
This is-
exposure. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. They don't know us, right? If we not expose what is our skill, knowledge, etc., right? This is important, especially with the big company, right? With the big number of the employee. If we not speak up or the exposure, they do not ask.
Okay, so maybe because of the time, maybe we have to close for the Q&A session. But I will conclude maybe for the woman, how to access in this male-dominated sector. It's like what is the panelist said. So we have more confidence, speak up, know our strength, know our weakness. So at least we know when is the opportunity come, we ready for achieve that opportunity, isn't it? So maybe please give big applause to our panelists for today's session. Okay, thank you Pak Ferry, thank you Ibu Yena, Ibu Wafa, and Ibu Rina. So this is the time for, I would like to invite for the launching session. So please come to the stage, Mr. Farhad Gausi, Mr. Rizwan Sipayung, and please come to the stage for the launching ceremony of Heroes of Innovation. And I would like to asking for the team to show the QR survey after the launching ceremony. Thank you. Should we invite for the speaker or? Okay, please panelists come to the front. Yeah. Okay. Saya? Oh, Bapak. Okay, please, sir. Pak Farhad, Pak Rizwan. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. please give big applause for this program. So thank you. Then there is any photo session for the. Okay, please come to the middle for the photo session. Yeah, photo session. Yeah, all. Okay, so thank you for this session, and I would like to give a big applause for the panelists, and you can back and have your seat. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so I will give back this session to our master ceremony, please.
Yes, thank you so much to our speaker and moderator today for sharing your valuable expertise on women in STEM and sustainability industry. And as we see here, we do have a QR code for post-event survey. Jadi untuk teman-teman yang sudah hadir di sini dari UNJ, dari UIN Syarif Hidayatullah, dari Untirta, dari BINUS, dan juga Esa Unggul diharapkan untuk bisa mengisi survei ini sebaik-baiknya dan juga sebenar-benarnya ya. We do want to hear a lot from you guys. And also, congratulations to USAID HEPI and Dow for the launch of the Heroes of Innovation program. Hopefully, this program will enhance women participation in STEM, especially in engineering, science, and sustainability. And that is all for our event for today. If you think our event is really interesting for you, kindly visit our website at www.atamerica.or.id to get more information and get to know how to collaborate with us. And also follow our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or X at AT America. With that, my name is Farah with the entire Ad America team saying thank you and see you at the next Ad America event. Bye everyone.